What is up, guys and gals? It's me, Thomas Fan1 here, and today we are going to be taking a look at the Transformers Legacy United Deluxe Class Cybertron Universe Hotshot. And this is a figure that, oh my gosh, I have been waiting for to come out for so freaking long. The minute we got Cybertron Universe Override, that was when I was like, no, money, here, take it, Hasbro, you got it. So the second that happened, I was like, okay, now what are they going to do with this? We got Override, and then as soon as we got Override, we ended up getting, who was next? We ended up getting Cybertron Starscream. And then after that, we got Vector Prime. And then after Vector Prime, now we got this guy. So y'all know the rules. We don't take a look at the figure first. We take a look at the packaging. And the packaging is pretty beautiful. It's got a nice, beautiful frontal image of Hotshot in his vehicle mode there with the gun on the top and all of this cool stuff going on here on the side here. It's got a very beautiful, beautiful image of Cybertron Universe Hotshot right there as he appeared in the TV show. Not particularly what he looks like in toy form right now, but this is what he looked like in the TV show. So, and honestly, yeah. So on the back here, you've got your obligatory product images and things of the nature and what you're going to be able to do with it. But the funny thing is that there's no gimmicks with this anymore. So yeah, this is the 40th year of Transformers, and on this side you have the beautiful Legacy United artwork here with Thundertron in the front. So anyhow, that's it for the packaging. And we're going to bring the figure right back on into frame here. And I dig this thing a lot. I really do. Let's take a look at the weapon firstly. And it's a pretty nice homage to... now let me be very clear. I did not have the Cybertron, the original 2005 Cybertron Hotshot. I only played with a repaint of it later. And I only played with that for a short minute, and it did not have the gun. So I don't remember what specifically happened with this thing. All I remember was it was part of Hotshot at one point, and that was it. So it does come with this gun, and this gun is Blast Effects compatible. So if I can just grab my Blast Effects, here it is. You can take your Blast Effects parts, and you can totally just shove it right on in there. And let's put that one right back in there for now, and there you have that. So take that, put that off to the side, and another thing, you can kind of see it already in vehicle mode. He does come with, I believe this is his actual Cyberplanet key. I believe this is like the actual one. Does still come with the design on the front here, and this is just for show here. Let's just show it with Vector Primes here. Like, you can clearly tell these are two very different Cyberplanet keys. So yeah, I really wish that the Legacy Override came with one, so I really wish that was the case with her. So, but alas, we shall press forward and move on. So, anyways, we're going to remove the accessories and take them off to the side, and we shall leave the figure here to get into scale comparisons. Y'all know we love them scale comparisons around here. So, we're going to show, here he is with our previous review. Here he is next to the Legacy United 2000s RID Universe Burnout. Or not Burnout, Sideburn, excuse me. Here he is next to the Legacy Override. I really wish they gave her a Cyberplanet key. That would have just been nice to complete the whole thing. Here he is next to Legacy United Vector Prime. And finally, here he is next to Legacy United Starscream. And yeah, so honestly, I think this figure it's pretty nicely well scaled, but y'all know what's going to happen. We all have to get him into robot mode now. And there is one thing that I want to show up before we get into robot mode. So there is this little slot in the back here where I did pull the Cyberplanet key from. So you can take this and you can just plug it right back in there, and you can replicate what this thing does. So you can just flip these out, because that's what the Cyberplanet key did back in the day, was it flipped out these wings, and you're gonna see a piece that we all have seen in the live streams before. Here's the It's a part separator. And then take that and you can just now have this going like that. So now he has that, and I'm just going to remove this, and we are going to just bring these in just enough like that so that later I can open this back up. So to transform this guy, it's fairly simple and easy. I'm not even going to deny I like this transformation. This transformation brought me back, and it's got some very visible head syndrome going on in there. So you're going to take this back piece, you're going to lift it up just like so, like you would have on the original toy. Maybe not all the way up to this extent, but you would have done that on the original toy. So you're going to take this, you're going to bring these all the way out like so. And you're going to do the same thing on the other side. You're going to undo this. You're going to bring this all the way out like that. And then you're going to take the windshield and you're going to untab it. There's just a tab section that goes right on in the center of that. And you're going to take the front of the car, you're going to split it. It just tabs right here, 2 tabs, 2 slots right there. And you're just going to bring these all the way down on that. So then, just for kicks and giggles, let's get the head flipped out if we can, provided we can get it out. Come on. You went right on in. It's just because the camera's on. It's just because the camera's on. If you give me just a second, I will have this really. I will have his head flipped out. Got it. Got it. We got it. Flip out the head like so, and then you're going to take this backpack section. You're going to bring it up like this. It's on a double hinge. You're going to rotate it, and you're just going to bring that up like so. Make sure the arms are out of the way. There's this little panel here. This is going to come down just a smidge, and then you're going to bring it all the way down. And it's going to clip into, there's 2 tabs in there. And now once again, because I already showed this off, there's 2 tabs in here that are underneath. Okay, here we go. There's 2 tab spots right under there that hinder the head from coming out. So it's a little bit difficult, but you're going to take this panel and you're going to just bring it on over, and it's going to just literally fit right over those 2 tabs. There's these groove sections right here on the inside that go right over those 2 tabs like so. So let's get that right in there, and then I'm going to just bring these out because it just makes my life a little easier. So there's that. You're going to straighten the arms out. You can take the windows and door section, just rotate it a hair. You don't need to rotate it a lot, you just need to rotate it a hair to bring it all the way down like so, and then everything is now pretty much in place. So there's that. And now we are going to split the legs. I'm going to take this panel here, open it all the way up. Going to shift the leg all the way down like so. I'm going to take this panel once again and close it back up, and that's going to lock everything in place for the leg. This was something I definitely liked about this transformation. So you're going to take this ankle pivot, you're going to fold it out, and then flip out the foot, and then the foot tabs in to this little groove and spot right down there at the bottom of the ankle pivot. So you're going to make sure all of that stays in place, and then flip it all the way forward again. And that completes the leg very nicely. So let's do that one more time on this side. I'm going to open this up. We are going to shift the leg down. We're going to take this, and we're going to close that back up. And then we're going to open this up. We're going to then close this right here. Then we're going to fold this all the way back up and like that. And it does have a waist swivel, so you can definitely utilize that if you would like. And we're going to straighten it all out like so. And hold on, we're not quite done yet. We're going to give him his weapon here. Give him the gun like that. And then we're going to take the Cyberplanet key, and there's the slot, like our aforementioned slot. And we're just going to shove that right down in there. And this windshield, there's not much you can really do to fix this windshield other than just leaving it like that. So, and there you have Cybertron Universe Hot Shot in his robot mode. And I dig this guy. I really do dig this guy. Firstly, let's take a good long look at that face sculpt. Look at that. Like, oh my goodness. Look at that head sculpt. They seriously put some time and effort into this. I seriously think they went and rewatched the cartoons and then said, you know what? I think we're going to just take this and we're just going to make it the best we can possibly make it. Honestly, I like this figure. I like this a lot more than the Armada Hotshot that they released in Legacy Evolutions. I'm definitely a much more bigger fan of this one. So Y'all know what's going to happen. We're going to get into the scale comparisons. We're going to get into the final thoughts of this figure, and then we're going to rank it, and then we are going to end the video. So, here he is with our previous review. Legacy United RID Sideburn. Obviously, he's true deluxe class size. Here he's next to the Legacy Velocitron Speedia 500 Cybertron Override. And these two look really good together. I really dig this. I think this is awesome. I think this works just amazingly. Here he is with Legacy United Vector Prime. And finally, here he is with Legacy United Starscream. Alright, so, final thoughts on this guy. Well, I'm going to give... I honestly think this guy is very, very, very reminiscent of his CGI counterpart. The cartoon particularly, I can feel his voice just screaming at me, much like I can with Vector Prime and Override, to which, let's get them in a family portrait real quick here. Let's get an Autobot family portrait going on. This is something that I think is really, really nice. Look at that! Like, seriously, if you were to tell me that in the year 2020, like in the 2020s, we were going to be getting, like... So, if you were to have told me back in 2000 and like maybe 15, 16, that we were going to be getting in like brand new molds of Transformers Cybertron characters, I would have laughed at you in the face. Like, directly to your face. Like, they retool everything, they took everything and they redid it and they just made it something new. Like, if you were to have told me that back in 2015, 2016, I would have laughed. Same thing goes for Studio Series. If you were to have told me that they were going to make a Transformers toy line solely for the movies, once again, I would have laughed in your face. But here we are in the year of our Lord 2024, and I have these to speak for in front of me, and these boxes behind me as proof that this did happen. So, I can't complain. I cannot complain in the slightest on much with this figure. It's very reminiscent of the original figure. It's just borderline perfect. The only thing that I do not like about this is there is one particular foot. I believe it's one of these two. I think it's this one. But in the live stream, when we were trying to transform this thing, it broke off the foot, and it just would not tab in properly to save its life. It just couldn't do it. And when I had it in vehicle mode prior to this video, these panels just did not want to line up properly at all. So I had to fiddle with this for a minute and try to make it actually perfect. I didn't actually use the instructions for this at all. So that's how much it goes to show this happens. Oh, and real quick, you can totally do this if... Okay, so I think they fixed that issue. In the first run of this figure, like when people were getting their products, like their first round, you could remove the windshield on this thing, and you could put it elsewhere. I don't know if that still reigns true. I'm fairly certain it doesn't, because it looks like there's metal pegs inside there on this current run. One thing I am going to say that I do not like about this right off the bat, though, is this hollowed like arm piece right here. You could have literally just taken some plastic, filled that in, and left it alone. This would have been fine. So, yeah. But other than that, I have to say, I do not think this figure deserves anything lower than an 8.8. And I give it an 8.8 for the fact that because the only issues that I had with this thing were in the live stream, I can't complain. Because in this current this current video, as of this filming this, I haven't had one issue yet. So yeah, that I can't complain about in this at all. So So once again, Hasbro, keep knocking it out of the park with your figures. Let's take one quick look at that. And the only reason it's earning those demerits is because it did happen on the live stream, and I couldn't really do anything about that until I had the figure, taken care of and everything of the nature on the live stream. So that's the one thing I cannot get past. Two things happened on that live stream, and the fact that it happened on that live stream is what is giving it the 8.8. But I still think an 8.8 is very good in order to be on this scale. Like 8.8 is a definite. If you have the other Cybertron collection figures, go out and get this guy. Like I highly would recommend that. I don't, if you have the money, obviously go out and buy this. If you don't have the money, obviously don't go taking out loans to go purchase things like this. But, definitely worth the $25 to $26 for this figure. So, anywho, this is Thomas Fan 1 saying, do not forget to check out Jordy's Rail videos, Patrick with the Y, iStar552, Riveted Reviews, Riveted Rail Fan, New York Toy Hunter, The Good, the Bad, the Awesome, and Take Along Productions. I know they all have done some amazing work in the past and will continue to do so in the future. So, this is Thomas Fan 1 saying, do not forget to keep playing with your toys. Don't forget it. Goodbye.